think you're ready for more. Yeah, now let's get low.
Welcome back to another episode of the Stark Effect. So I'm back with some of the latest entertainment and hard news, but tonight we're focusing on entertainment because there's a lot going on in the world. There's already a lot of hard news. So how about we just let the mainstream people do their job since they don't want to give me a job, okay? I'm joking, but no, they can cover the bad stuff, okay? Because honey, we write about it, we report on it. They say that they don't want us to report in a certain way. It's just too much. Oh, it's too much. It's too much. So we could let the mainstream outlets cover all the bad stuff, okay? um, and all the lies. Oh, look at the shade. Look at the shade that I'm throwing at mainstream media, knowing I want a job. Okay. Anyways, so there's something a little more lighthearted I want to talk about because the first two videos, I don't know how I'm gonna post all these videos. I'm just batch recording right now, but before I recorded this Eva Marcille one, I'm gonna get into the topic of Eva Marcille getting back with her ex-husband. I just recorded just me, reading a report about the Trey Reed uh, body found and the death of Trey Reed and how it's potentially a lynching. That's what a lot of people are suggesting online is that this is a lynching, although the police are saying no foul play. Journalists had off, I believe it's a lynching as well. But I just did a little, report on that with some light commentary because it was such a heavy topic. And I also reported on the singer D4D and the 15-year-old girl's body that was found. Anyways, we're gonna do something more lighthearted, okay? There's a lot of death right there, a lot of death, a lot of crazy, a lot of sad stuff going on there. But Eva Marcille.
Work it out. I love it. How do you compare yourself to the other girls out there?
I don't compare myself to other girls. I'm Eva. I'm no comparison to anyone else.
Okay, formerly Eva Pickford from America's Next Top Model, but she did change her name. She was the winner of America's Next Top Model. She's now an actress. She's done reality TV. She's done acting. So she's definitely expanded. There's a show that she's on BET. I think it's called All the Queensmen. I love that show. Such a good show. But Eva Marcille did an exclusive interview with Entertainment Tonight while she was promoting a reality show that she's on. And in this interview, she talked about how she got back with her ex-husband, Michael Sterling. So I have an article from Madame Noir. Madame Noir is a black outlet. They cover, celebrity news, relationships, juicy, fun stuff. A lot of like lifestyle, fun stories with Madame Noir. So the headline, this article is written by Samja Aman. It was written this past week on September 17th. The headline reads, Eva Marcille spins the block on love. Confesses ex Michael Sterling is her forever and only. And the subhead reads, Eva Marcille has confirmed that she and her ex-husband Michael Sterling are back together and we aren't mad about it. I'm actually really happy about this, but let's dig into the article. So Eva Marcille has confirmed that she is spinning the block again with her ex-boo, Michael Sterling, formerly her ex-husband, and we are not mad about it. The Real Housewives of Atlanta alum filing for divorce in 2023 after stating her marriage was, irretrievably broken. Okay, those are her quotes here. Yes, and she appeared on a recent red carpet promoting her new reality show, and this new reality show is a Special Forces World's Toughest Test. And she spoke publicly about their current status, right? So literally, she's on the red carpet. By the way, Entertainment Tonight did break this story. Okay, Entertainment Tonight broke the story.
And Mike, I was so happy to see that you two found your way back to each other. What does it mean to have landed in the place you've landed with him?
Life's a journey, like the show, right? It's a journey, and my intention when marrying him was to be with him forever. And as we go through the ups and downs of life, no matter what it looks like, he is my forever.
Yes.
He is and always will be my forever and only.
And
let's see. Now, on the red carpet, she looked gorgeous. I might insert a clip here because she looks so pretty. And she was with Jussie Smollett. He's also on that show as well. But she was talking exclusively with a reporter from Entertainment Tonight. And when that reporter asked about her connection to Michael Sterling, this is what she said. She said, life's a journey, like the show, right? It's a journey. My intention when marrying him was to be with him forever. And as we go through the ups and downs of life, no matter what it looks like, he is my forever. He is and always will be my forever and only. And we probably just saw that in the clip if I decided to post it, child. But anyways, I thought that that was like really, really beautiful. Now, back in July, both of them have been hinting on the social medias that they were back together, but, posting videos of them riding in golf carts and stuff like that. And, just posting these little hints that both of them are back together. So there was already a soft launch happening on social media in July of this year. And people were kind of whispering like, oh my God, like she got back with her boo thing. Now, Michael Sterling, when she filed for that divorce, when she filed for that divorce in 2023, Michael spoke out publicly and he stated that he will not give up on his marriage and he wants to fight for her. Okay. Let's see. They have two children together, and then Michael adopted a son that Eva had with, I believe his. Oh my God, I forgot that singer's name. I think his name was Kevin. Let's see here. Because Eva went through a really abusive relationship with Kevin. He's like a singer rapper. He worked with Chris Brown. Let's see, Eva Marcille's ex. I forgot his last name. Ex. Kevin McCall, yes. Kevin McCall. Now, they had a really nasty custody battle over their daughter. It was really, really bad. And she also claimed that he abused her. This all took place in like 2017 to 2019. It was really bad. I think it was before then actually. This relationship was a while ago. Yeah, it was before then. I think it took place even earlier than that. It's been so long, you guys. But she definitely claimed that he was hitting her. Um and it was a really, really sad situation. The baby's name is Marley. Their daughter's name is Marley that they share together. Anywho, um Michael has adopted Marley, you know what I mean? And they have a new family now. So I think it's a beautiful thing. I also think it's beautiful that Michael Sterling said that he wanted, when Eva was the one who filed this divorce and it was finalized in August of 2023. I believe they filed in April and then it was finalized in August. Let's fact check that actually. I don't want to get the wrong dates on when these divorces was filed, child. Hold on, because the girls be getting divorced and breaking up. They be like, I can't take it no more. I don't want to be with him no more, child. He's stressing me out. I'm crazy. Oh my goodness. I need to go to bed. Let's see. I just want to fact check when that happens. Let's pull it up here. And the reason I'm covering this, because I actually really like Eva. You all might not, I don't know if you all like Eva Marcille. I grew up watching America's Next Top Model. And she's one of the ones that I follow where I just really admire how she took control of her brand and she worked hard and she really made sure that she stayed in the limelight. Because a lot of the America's Next Top Model girls, they struggle with doing that. The only ones that we really know are Eva Marcille, Isis King. Who else do we know from the show? Kenya Hill, Takara. There's a few that we know, like Yaya DaCosta, she's still doing some things. So there's a few that we definitely know from America's Next Top Model, but I think it's hard for them to be taken seriously in the industry. It's hard to like break out of that reality show typecasting and spell that you're often placed under when you do reality TV. What a lot of these stars struggle with is that they can't break out and do other things. It's hard for them to break out. I think that's why a lot of people love, we could even use Cardi B as an example, or Jocelyn Hernandez, or now Jocelyn's still doing reality TV, but Jocelyn has managed to mesh her music with reality TV and actually own her show with Jocelyn's Cabaret. Jocelyn used to be on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, okay? Cardi B is like one of the best examples. K. Michelle is another really, really good example where they utilized the platform of reality TV, transitioned into music, started businesses, launched other, ventures and endeavors, endeavors, sorry. And they took that platform and they used it. You know what I mean? And Eva to me is one of them as well. You know, I feel like she got out of America's Next Top Model's little, you know, typecasting, and she managed to get her own name and her own career. Like America's Next Top Model was what put her on, but it was her who did the work. So, you know, I just really respect Eva. Isis is another one who I really respect as well. It's like, you know, these girls, they took it and they made it work. You know, Isis has been acting as well. You get what I'm saying? So, you know, certain girls on the show where they take it and they do it. So yeah, let's just confirm. Oh, okay. So according to WBLS, the radio station, okay, it says that Marcille initially filed for divorce in March of 2023, and the divorce was finalized in August of that year. Earlier, I said April. It was March. So it was filed earlier in that year. Now, um, she reflected, you know, at the time when she filed the divorce in April of 2024, she did an interview according to WBLS, and she said that when she was reflecting on that emotional journey of her having to file and break up with Michael Sterling initially, it quote unquote felt like it felt like it was the stomach flu, quote unquote, according to Marcille, describing the emotional toll that it took on her, which resulted in her having drastic weight loss. Now, this is what she said about the weight loss. She said, when you drop a 200-pound person, you're going to drop at least 30 pounds. Now, I don't know if you all remember, but there was 2 years ago, people were concerned about Eva because, you know, there were pictures that came out. And I remember this is when she was working on All the Queen's Men and she was really skinny. And everyone was so concerned. And she did an interview talking about it. She was just like, hey, like, I just lost weight. You know, I'm not in a good place. You know, paraphrasing for entertainment purposes only. She was just explaining this in interviews, saying how, you know, she was just going through personal things, but people were concerned about her health. They were like, yo, like, are you having a health issue, girl? Like, what's the tea? What's going on with your health? Why are you looking so skinny? But, you know, she was just like, I'm going through some things. And I think what we have to make space for is that, you know, relationships are hard. You know, relationships are not easy. I do think that some people, and I don't know these people in real life. Let me just be clear. I do not know. As I give my commentary, I know I don't know y'all, child. Okay, I don't know none of y'all. All right, but from what I see, even people in my regular life, some romantic relationships are hard. Some of them are not. You know, people are people, and some people just have deep things that they have to work on. You know, so it's like, you know, you could be in a relationship and you think things are going well, then y'all start having communication issues, and then you start losing weight because you're sad because you really love this person, and, you know, y'all are madly in love, but then the relationship or the marriage is not working, or, you know, is and Michael, you know, I believe at the time too, I believe in one of his statements, I'm saying I believe because I vaguely remember, he said that he wanted to fight for it, but both of them were saying that it wasn't infidelity that caused it. There were just, you know, differences that they just could not get past. So we don't know what that's about because, you know, we're not in these people's private relationships. But relationships, you know, it could be cheating. It could be fundamental values that are different. It could be money issues. I'm not saying these are their issues. I'm saying these are the things that cause breakups. You know, we can even ask Google, what causes breakups? What causes divorces? It could be lack of commitment, infidelity. They said that that was not their issue. It could be financial problems. It could be poor communication. It could be domestic violence. They didn't say that as well. I'm just running through the things. It could be substance abuse. It could be incompatibility as people. It could be unrealistic expectations. It could be constant conflict. You know, it's multiple things that can contribute to a breakdown of a marriage, you know, and I think for someone, you know, not to get too personal about my personal life, you know, but I haven't had a lot of like relationships that were like long term where I was with someone and we almost got married. I've never been there. Okay, look, never have been there. Hopefully I can get there one day. But I hope when I get there it's not like this negative thing. Cause you see, I don't know, I be seeing people who are blessed, you know, to have these long term relationships and everything looks good, and then some of them, they be going through it, like they be fighting all the time, they can't get along. One of them might have a personal issue. You know, when I see other people who are in these successful relationships, it kind of makes me scared because I'm like, dang, like I gotta work on me because if I ever like really settled down with someone, and let's say, you know, hypothetically, I got married, you know, I want it to be a thing where we're together. You know what I mean? I don't want it to be a relationship that destroys my personhood or I destroy his, or you get me? So it's important for us to work through our trauma And I don't know, when I see people divorce or break up, it kind of makes me sad because I'm like, y'all were so in love initially, but then it went left and we don't know where it went left, you know? But back to them. I'm ranting. Okay, hopefully you're enjoying the rant on my podcast. Back to them. It's beautiful that they came back together. You know, now this whole spin the block thing, I kind of get iffy because that's like a new phrase that, black socials are using whenever celebrities or public figures get back together or regular people get back together. People say, oh, I'm spinning the block, and it often turns out to be negative. I don't want to speak that over them. That's why I hate that word, spin the block. It just sounds like you're devaluing the reconnection. I don't know. I know it's funny though, like, oh, I spun the block, but it sounds like it's not serious, right? I think these two are serious. And, the fact that they were able to get a divorce and they rekindled and they're trying to make it work. I think to myself, like, when people divorce or when they break up, can they really come back and revisit things? And I think some people can. I think it depends. I think it depends on each person and their growth. But I think some people can come back together. I do. I think some people can come back together. I think that um it'll be hard, right? But this is where it's like, okay, are we gonna like grow as individuals before we get into this committed relationship? Because it takes a lot to be committed to a person. I like there are times where I'm like, okay, I know I would love a lover, I know I would love a partner, right? But where I'm at in my life and how busy I am, I'm like, gosh, can I find a partner who would really understand, my day-to-day life and just how demanding it is, and like, how I want more personal time, but I can't always get more personal time because I'm over here trying to work on my career, and I'm trying to, work on myself, and I'm trying to survive, this day-to-day life that I have. I'm trying to just make sure that I'm okay, and and I don't know. I think a committed relationship requires a lot because you're asking, if it's monogamous as well, you're asking that person to be your everything, your friend, your confidant, your lover. You're asking them to be everything for you. And I think that for some people, it's a lot of pressure. And then when you have, now I don't want no kids now, I'm just saying, but when you put kids in the mix and when you put finances into the mix, it's a lot. So I don't know. There are times where, I might be like, dang, I want to be with somebody, but I realize that it really does take a lot to be in a committed relationship because, you're making space for another person in your life. And that's a lot. And not all of us can carry that. So I'm done ranting on this beautiful rekindling. I think it's beautiful. Shout out to both of them. I think it's a beautiful thing. It's black love. It's gorgeous. We love to see it here. I think they're a very attractive couple too. By the way, both of them are fine. Okay, I don't even like women, but Eva's a baddie. Okay, but both of them are very attractive people, and I just love to see them fight for their family and fight for their love, because that's partnership. It's about partnership, so that's beautiful. Anyways, drop down below for my people who are, want to talk about some relationship stuff. This is a video. I don't think I've ever really covered this on this channel like this. So maybe I'll do more couples and talk about, couple stuff. Yeah, so drop down below and let me all know what you think about Eva Marcille getting back with Michael Sterling. The Sterlings are back. She said that, he is her forever, and that marriages have ups and downs, but people come back together, okay? Thank you for bearing with me, all right? Because I'm a little under the weather here. Thank you for watching. Please remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Thank you for tuning in.